Hi guys, welcome back. TerraFirmaCraft with me, Sid, and I've been off exploring around the world a bit, and I've also been busy. I've rearranged my forge. I put all the ingots that I've got in. Got a couple of chests over here with all my gubbins, bucket of water. That's a solidified copper thing. So what we've done is I need to get a log while I'm passing. Not oak. We'll have. Oh well, maybe we will have oak. We'll get a few of those. So my kitchen area now is free to be a kitchen area. Was my plan anyway. Let me just take you out of there. We'll put one there and one there, and we'll have one there. Make sure we're well lit. So I believe we make bowls like so. I'll make a bunch of them. And if we have a bowl in our hotbar and a knife, we should right click on there, and that turns that into a food preparation area. Which means we can cook meals rather than just eating any old food, as we have been, like, you know, my slightly rotten pork chops, for example. Now, most of the stuff out here is ready for harvest. If we just dog spazzing out outside, God only knows why. Oh, while I was out exploring, I also found sugarcane at last. What I didn't find was graphite. I didn't find any graphite at all, so all of this jute is ready. So we'll have that. For starters, it's going to be a harvesting and cooking episode, I think. This particular one, and maybe a little bit of wood gathering and just battening down the hatches really for winter. So we can go and put these away. That's that lot done. I think I should have some more jute here. I do 28 jute. I really need to sort my chests out. I've got a whole load of berries here, a whole load of seeds and stuff, and skins and all sorts of random crap which needs to be sorted, but that gives us, we'll sort that jute out later. We should have some of these berries are ready, and also around here I think we'll find that the majority of this food is ready as well. So this is all ready, so let's get that harvested. And that should be rye, which I think we do that with, and yep, got rye grain. We can breed the cattle now at least. Now these guys are ready as well. I think these aren't. I'm not entirely sure what they were. That's not particularly ready, but most of this is. Cabbages are ready. Those aren't ready. Oh, soya is ready, carrots are ready, onions, and whatever they are. So, what was that? Oh, potatoes. Lovely. So, I'm going to harvest all of this lot in. As I say, been exploring, found lots of stuff, didn't find graphite at all. It is starting to become a major concern for me, to be honest, this lack of graphite. You're 160, you're 160, you're 160. You're 160. Lovely. Oh, and some more potatoes. Oh, good God, there's loads. 53, 53, 54, 67. These are all 160. So that should be 160, and that's 124, right. So, yep, we've got lots of harvest. Oh, harvesting to do. So I will be back with you once I've got all the food in. So see you in a little while. Okay, so we have got all the crops in, and I've got quite a bit of food. I don't have a huge amount of protein. I've got one heavily decayed pork. Don't know what these are. That one's not bad. That one is probably not too bad either. So what we can do with this setup is we can sit there and go, I'm going to take a pork. In here we've got various options. So we'll put the cooked pork in the top. What else shall we have? We'll have a bit of grain, some bell pepper, and elderberry. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? So bell pepper, grain, and bang, and we hit create, and it's got a terrible taste, but there's a meals. So we can create meals. Let's take the elderberry out. Maybe the elderberry was a bad idea. Maybe we should have some strawberries in there. See. Taste is poor. We can improve that. Well, that's actually not. That's a better mixture there. Probably doesn't help that. Right, so that's not got enough in it now. That's run out of its essential juices. But we could, for example, let's try some tomato in that. Terrible. What's that now? The fruit's gone out of thing. Let's get that nommed and out of our life. Let's try doing something a bit more sensible, shall we? That has still got 76 ounces. So if I go and have some bread, what could we have with that? Tomato. I don't know whether you need to put all four in. I've never actually tried that, so it probably needs to be the other way around, because I'm going to make a sandwich. Terrible. Oh well. So that is the meal system. Now, let me just shove some of those back in there. I need to bottle all these up and move them down into the cold room. And obviously we've got a fair few bowls left, but we have now got this. This one is terrible. You are poor. Now, if we go over to the furnace, and I have got quite a bit of coal on my little expedition out. Not a vast amount. I've got a stack and a bit. Let's just stick a couple of bits of coal in there and light it up, and we should be able to take the ones with the poor taste, as long as they are better than terrible. We can pop those in, and when they are warm, you see the taste has gone up there. We don't want to let them get hot, however. So we'll take the thing out. That should be enough, and oh, that's interesting. Makes a little burpy noise when we do that. So that's cool. I'll move the anvil and it's in my way now. I'm not used to it being. Oh dear. That time already. Time to sleep. So yeah, we have got a buttload of food. What I need to do is breed up my cows. I'm not bothered about the pigs, because I've got lots of pigs at the moment. But what I wanted to do is, can I do it with... Hang on, where's one of my... Yeah, that's I suppose what we ought to do is put some of these into here, out of the way. Now if that doesn't work, I will take a barley. Now I think this should work because it's still grain. Well, they seem to think it works. No, you don't feel like breeding with that? What about with that? Oh yeah, that works. On, get that cow pregnant. And while I'm at it, bucket of milk. Because I want to make some cheese, and obviously I think I need 7 buckets of milk. Pregnant cow, we've got plenty of piggies. We need to find some sheep and some chickens to continue breeding, but nothing too major there. So I'm on the wrong side to grab this. Now there was a few crops left that hadn't matured, but I decided to take them up because I've got so much food at the moment. It is going to go rotten rather than be of any major use. And one of the things I think I need to do is build a berry patch. That deer is always derping around under that bridge. What date is it anyway? It's the 1st of September, so we are heading into... Oh, hello. They just ripened. Oh, right. Oh, we got winter green berries. Bang. Oh well, can't complain. More berries for the cook pot. So, yeah, we are sitting quite pretty on the old food situation. And the sugar canes are growing as well, so we'll be able to make some rum soon, and more importantly, vinegar. So, what I need to do next is transfer. Now, you see, all of these are empty. So, I am going to need to transfer all my food down here. And I realise it's very dark and dingy down here. And I just put that one back down, didn't I? Just to make it keep just a little bit longer. So I'm going to do that, and I will be right back with you. Okay, I've managed to put that. I've got more food than I can actually fit into the vessels I've got, so I've put away what I can, but hopefully that will keep us going through the winter. Now, one thing I have been considering, because obviously one of the issues I'm having at the moment is finding, as you know, graphite, and it is proving very, very elusive. So, one of the things I had thought about trying to do, stone blocking the water flow there. One of the ideas I had, obviously we have spoken about how much harder building is in TerraFirmaCraft than normal, and you know, obviously we built the little shack down there, we've got the farm and the forge, but we haven't really tried anything really, really big. I say really, really big, you know, relative TerraFirmaCraft really big. And one thing I thought would be kind of nice to do, if I can find a nice place high up on one of these mountain cliff tops, that might be quite nice, would be to actually try and build a small keep. Yeah, if you've... Oh, malachite. Not graphite though, still. If you've played any of the games, the settler style games, where you go out there and... Ow! Stop it! Stop spiking me, you bugger. One of you. Generally speaking, what you end up with is, in these games, is, you know, you start off and you build your little settlement, and oh, more malachite. It looks like there might be some malachite around up here. And then you progress and you build your town, and you get your little support structures in place, and so on and so forth. And I was thinking it might not be a bad idea to try and do something similar. So, again, I wouldn't be building, if you watch my Let's Build series, a castle that size, or it would be pretty much out of the question. But, oh, hello. A small keep or Motte and Bailey style affair, or something along those lines, a gate, keep tower, could be a quite interesting build, and within the realms of possibility for something, building in this harder environment that we are used to. Hello, Mr. Zombie. You got anything interesting up there? Like graphite? Let's have another look. No, no one will let. He's like, hello, Mr. Oh, no, the skeletons as well. So yeah, that's just a thought that I've got. Now, obviously, it's going to take a long time to build. Oh man, that is such a dangerous place down there. And I bet there's graphite in it. Just take a look at that. It's not a pleasant place down there. So yeah, let me know what you think about that idea. I mean, as I say, it's just something... Oh, more malachite. I don't need these little spots of... I guess it's malachite. It could be bismuth. It's just something between episodes that I can build and work on, and also more close to the cliff edge there during the episodes as well, so we can kind of have something over and above just trying to progress in TerraFirmaCraft, because as I say, I can't find mushrooms. I can't find graphite, and I have been looking big time. Watch me just stumble across it. Sorry, a little bit of a choking fit there. So that's just a thought anyway, and it kind of gives us something to do, as I say, between episodes of trying to find graphite. Let's eat the bread. This bread actually keeps forever, so I am very tempted to make a whole load of it, because that bread I made end of last summer, and it is kept. So that's probably something I need to do sooner rather than later. Yeah, so that's where we're at with that. I need to do some cooking to get the bread. I also could do with a... Shut off. I saw you there, Mr. Skeleton. Of course, the worst thing about skeletons is you can't get them with the bow, because they're immune to piercing damage. So you can't do the usual tactic of bowing them to death. So yeah, I need to make some bread. I need to start... Oh, hello, more berries. Blub, 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 blub. And I need to start stocking up my wood pile, I think, and work on the old... this stuff grows quite fast, doesn't it? This must be more or less using vanilla growth mechanics. That's interesting. Could make some rum then. So we've got a whole load of trees to chop, a whole load of battening down the hatches, ready for winter to do. So I will be back with you in a moment, just as soon as night's come, and I need to just double check it, because this stuff doesn't make flour, it makes corn flour, and I'm not sure whether that is used differently, so I need to just double check that. So I will see you in a little while. Okay, it turns out that cornmeal makes cornbread. I should have guessed that really. So we can turn these into corn flour easily enough. Just whack them in the old quern, and that will get us all the corn flour we could ever want. There's still more up here, so I'm going to be baking a whole butt ton of bread. I think, because I've bred all the animals I want to breed this year. I might put a window in there, you know, it's very dark in here. And I think between episodes I will probably do a whole lot of forestry to get the wood, because that's necessary. I do also need to make a new prospector's pick, because my current one is almost completely dead. So yeah, anyway, baking. If you haven't done this before, just a very quick one. I'm not going to sit here and grind the whole lot on camera. All you do to make bread is you mix that with that, makes your dough, and then you cook that and you get bread. It's all very simple, and you will go and you'll get several chunks of dough from the same piece of corn flour. So we're going to have bread for days. Yeah, so I'm going to get on with that. We've still got a few berries popping up in here, and I will be back with you in a moment. Okay, we've got the old furnace going. I've got a whole load of bread done, so we can put those in. These cook really quickly, and they shouldn't decay too quick with a bit of luck. Yeah, so we are baking. Or is it bacon? I don't know. And the other thing, as I said, I need to do is make a prospector's pick. So while we are doing that, we will, or while we're at the furnace I should say, we will a bit too overzealous there. We'll take advantage of that. I think the coal actually heats up faster and hotter by the looks of things. Oops, didn't quite mean to do that. Last three. Now, as I say, I don't know how the decay on this is going to work. Whether it's, as I say, the one I had seemed to pretty much last forever. I need to go and put this away. It's night time, so not the safest time to be running around. I've still got loads of other wheat. I'll keep you on my bar, and we'll get a prospector's pick going, and that will probably do us for this episode. Give me, where did you go? Oh, there you are. In you go. So you're warming. Let's just get the rest of this bread and put it away. And with a bit of luck, we'll not get mugged by the first spider out the gate. So I'll keep my eye on that decay on that bread, because as I say, I don't know how it works compared to, say, other foods, but it certainly seems to last longer. So yeah, let's check I've got everything I need in the anvil. So we're just waiting for this to get up to temperature. In the meantime, I shall munch a bit of my bread while it's still warm. Because that's the best way to eat bread, of course, when it's warm. Very hot. Let's stick another bit of coal in. Oh, yeah. So anyway, please do let me know what you think about my building plan. Whether you think it's worthwhile or whether you think it's just a waste of time. I mean, obviously it's going to be a major job because we're going to use lots of chisels, lots of mortar to make the bricks, a hell of a lot of stone, picks. So it's going to be quite a long process. But I think it could be worthwhile just for, let's just give that a little pump up, shall we? Try and speed up the process there. It seems a shame just to do it for one ingot all this work, but there you go. Almost there, bright red. So come on, get to workable. And it could be quite a fun build because, as I say, we've got quite a lot of tools in this we don't have with the chisel. Just for that, you know, it allows us to make things we wouldn't otherwise be able to make in Minecraft. Can work. I'm going to let it go a little bit higher just to see if we can keep it hot for a while. Orange, almost there. Alright, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Plans, I want a prospector's pick. So what have we got? Bend, 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 bend. Bend, 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 bend. Bend, 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 bend. Probably a thing. A bend, a draw. Oh, it's cooled down already. The only problem with this is it cools so fast that I think I'll be sat here swearing at this quite a bit, I'm sure, because the anvil mechanic is quite irritating, to say the least. Where are we? Come on. Let's take you out. Let's give it another bash, literally. So draw, no, that's too much. Bang, draw, no, bend, bend, draw. Bend, draw, no, bend, draw, pinch, almost. Bend, oh, and it's cool. Alright, well, I'm going to finish this off anyway. I doubt I'm going to get it on camera. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. But please do let me know what you think about my little building plans, and until next time, thanks for watching and bye for now.